Okay, you hope that's the sound your pet makes. A lot of loud, crazy barking when an intruder comes through the door. It's one experience KSL investigative reporter Mike Headrick had when he did a hidden camera investigation on the real behavior of your pet in that situation, and we are still talking about it. I asked news specialist Mike Headrick to join me to get some more detail. This story, this investigation brought on the buzz because there you are. What?
Flying quotes with investigation?
No,
Come on now.
I'm just saying, you in the suit, I had a hard time taking you seriously for just a minute. There was some fun behind the scenes with this project.
There was. I mean, you think of our investigations. I mean, they're not like this. I don't even know if I'd qualify this as an investigation. We just really wanted to see what would happen, you know, because a lot of people say, you know what, my dog barks like crazy. You know, someone comes to the door, they're barking, or I'm out on the street. All that stuff. And so you think, well, if they go nutso whenever someone just comes to the door, if someone broke into the house, you think, oh, okay, my dog's going to bite them and protect me.
Right.
That's what people think.
What really happened?
Well, none of that. You know, none of that. I mean, the clip you saw right there, that was actually my dog, and probably, you know, for this little tiny guy, he had the biggest bark. And as I went and approached him, he would back off. But as I came backwards, then he felt empowered and started coming at me. But a lot of them, I mean, I go in there and I pet them. I picked up a dog and started petting them.
You were friends with these canines in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, some of them. And so they were calling me the dog whisperer. I don't think that's the case, but the big takeaway is if you think your dog is going to protect you in your home, untrained, you're probably wrong. And thinking that one of the guys was convinced I was going to get bit. And he had a dog that is a highly trainable dog, but he hadn't been trained. And I went in there, and there was nothing. I mean, he jumped up a couple of times, but that's it.
So size of the dog didn't matter?
No. And some of those old, I mean, you saw my dog. I mean, that little guy, I mean, for some reason he feels like he's some huge, you know, whatever, Marmaduke type dog. He's not, but, you know, in their mind, you know, at least in his, he thought he could do some damage.
So you talk about this training. They have to be taught then how to forcibly react to an intruder. Is the takeaway? Yeah,
I think that's the big one. Is we had a dog trainer with us, kind of behind the scenes. He was there with us the whole time through, and he would tell us, kind of give us feedback. Well, this is why this dog reacted this way, because a couple of them, they started whining, went into the corner, and I didn't even do anything. I just casually walked in there.
Interesting.
And he was telling us, you know, some of them just get so scared, and that happens a lot. If they do bite, it's out of fear. If you get a dog that is trained correctly, he will bite because it's the right thing to do, not because he's scared.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so I thought that was fascinating. But there's certain breeds that are better at being trained to be a protection dog, as opposed, some of them you just never could.
Well, okay, Marshmallow Man, were you scared? Walking in there in that suit? What was that?
That was, so it was this big, like, burlappy type suit that was thick, and to make sure that if I did get bit, I didn't get hurt.
Okay.
And so his dogs, his trained dogs, as you saw in some of that video, they did bite me.
They got you.
And it left a bruise.
Oh, shoot.
But I never got any, you know, it didn't puncture me or anything like that. But it was for protection. A couple of the things in the story, I had a helmet on just in case, because I was a little bit nervous.
Sure.
And let's face it, I mean, the moneymaker's here, and I can't get this all messed up, right?
Preserve the moneymaker at all costs. Listen, it was a really cool, interesting investigation, and we'll encourage you to watch it if you haven't seen it already. It's posted over at KSL.com. Thanks, Mike. That was fun.